Now we start this hour in Europe, where US President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump arrived at Windsor Castle today for the first full day of his second state visit to the United Kingdom. Greeted by Prince William and Princess Catherine, the couple stepped out of Marine One to a ceremonial welcome. The visit marks a significant diplomatic moment between the two nations, with discussions on trade, defence and bilateral ties on the agenda. The day's events also featured Trump and King Charles inspecting the Guard at Windsor, followed by a private lunch. The royal family and Trumps later took part in a horse-drawn procession through the castle grounds. Okay, this is a huge story coming out of the United Kingdom, from which we are joined by Alexander Seal. He is a French and British journalist, and he joins us live from London to discuss all these recent developments from Donald Trump's second state visit to the United Kingdom. Alexander, thank you very much for joining us. Alexander, what can we expect from this? We can see behind you, there's a huge crowd behind you. Where are you? What can you tell us? What's going on in London?
Yes, so I'm at Oxford Street, on Regent Street, next to the BBC. There is a stage and there are lots and lots of protesters demonstrating against Donald Trump, against Gaza and Ukraine, and they're all here to say, stop Donald Trump, he's not welcome in the UK. Last night, when the US president arrived in the UK, there were some images that were projected on Windsor Castle of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew. So it's clear that it's state physics is starting quite well for the projector.
Yes, and Alexander, we've seen those visuals of Donald Trump getting into that grand golden carriage along with the king. Beyond the pomp, what are the real diplomatic stakes of this visit?
Well, first of all, the Prime Minister, Sir Summer, he hired the UK ambassador to the US, Lord Supermagasin, who was close to Jeffrey Epstein. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about the Middle East, because, as you know, the UK has announced that they will support the Palestinian state. So, and the US president is siding with the Israeli president. So there's going to be a lot of tension around the diplomatic side tomorrow at Chequers outside London. But today it's pomp and pageantry with the royal family today. Yes,
indeed. And how, of course, are the British media framing this state visit? Infamous, the British media for criticising the US president. What is the feeling around the country right now?
The feeling, the British media is saying the historic visit, because it's the US president's second state visit. He came in 2019 when Queen Elizabeth was queen, and he arrived at Windsor at that time, and now it's in Windsor. And the procession and the carriages today wasn't in public. It was at Windsor Castle in the gardens, so there was no public. And it's really after Charlie Kirk's death that security has been tightened. There were lots of policemen at the protest, and in Windsor there was a no-fly zone. And tonight, for the state banquet, the leader of the Liberals, a baby, is going to boycott the banquet.
Okay, Alexander, I believe we're having some audio issues there with you. Thank you very much for joining us here on the programme. It has been a pleasure. We will, of course, bring you all up to date on that state visit with Donald Trump to the United Kingdom as he visits Windsor Castle. Of course, stay tuned here on NewsX World. We now turn over to West Asia for our next update.